Our lesson today, we're going to be looking at the transformations that occur in geometry. Transformations is like the big term that includes three different, more specific areas. They were known in elementary as slides, flips, or turns. But once you get to middle school, we call them translations, reflections, and rotations. And I want you to remember transformations, kind of like Transformers, the big transformer that you know from the big movie screen. They all change. So we're looking at changing, but we're thinking of our transformers as being screen doors. Now, screen doors have some basic parts to it. Okay, we have a doorknob. We have a screen that you can either put up or down to let some air in. And we have some hinges that causes your door to move. So let's match the terms that we have here. The slide and translation represents what part of my screen door. The flip or reflection represents which part. And the turn or rotation. Okay, you and your partner discuss this. Okay, what'd you talk about for this part here? It represents the hinge that causes this door to move. All right, that's going to be a flip or reflection. In other words, if I were to move the door, it would look exactly the same on this side. Okay, what about this one? The screen being moved up or down, up or down. Okay, that is a slide or translation. Very good. And the last part's the doorknob. What happens if I turn the doorknob? Okay, that would be a turn or a rotation. Okay, in your notes, write this down because this will help you remember that a transformation is a screen door. And the parts of the screen door are the hinges, causing it to flip or reflect, the screen, which represents the translation or the slide, and the handle, which is a turn or rotation. Okay, how do we use this? Well, here's some ordered pairs. Let's plot them. Negative 2, 1, negative 5, 2, and negative 3, 5. And we're going to connect them. See that they make a nice little triangle. Okay, now we're told to make a reflection, and we're going to reflect it across the y-axis. So the way to do this is you can take your ordered pairs, and you can state that it's going to be not a negative 2, but a positive 2. In other words, changing the x-axis. So if this is point A, B, and C, then I will move A 2 points across the y-axis. This is your y-axis. So this is your new A. Okay, then your B would be a positive 5, 2. You notice the X is the only part of your ordered pair that's changing. The Y is staying the same. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. This is your new B. And then your new C will be a positive 3, 5. And then we'll connect those. So now we're not just flipping them across on a grid and saying, okay, what does it look like? We're actually looking at the ordered pairs that go with them. And we notice that when you reflect something across the y-axis, it's just your x-coordinates that change. Now, if we were to flip it across the x-axis instead of the y-axis, which part of the ordered pair would change? Because it would still be a negative 2, but it would be a negative 1 rather than a positive 1. So then it's your y, the part of the y of an ordered pair that would change if I reflected it across the x-axis this way. Okay, now let's do a translation. Let's plot these points. Negative 1, 5. That's your A. Negative 3, 5. That's B. Negative 5, 1. C, and D is 1, 1. What shape does that make? That's correct. It does make a trapezoid. Okay, now we're going to translate this figure. We're going to translate this figure by moving it 2 units to the right and 3 units down. So in order to do that, we're going to do it with each ordered pair. So let's start with A. I'm going to move it 2 units to the right and 3 units down. And that's my new A. Okay, B, I'm going to move it 2 units to the right and 3 down. And my new C, 2 units to the right, 3 down. And D, 2 units to the right, 3 down. And then I'm going to connect those. And when I connect them, I will have my new translated figure. Then we'll write the ordered pairs of our new figure. The ordered pairs for A, my new A is a positive 1, positive 2. My new B is a negative 1, positive 2. My new C is a negative 3, negative 2. And my new D is a positive 3, negative 2. And that completes my translation. And you do probably want to make sure and identify them with your new letters. Okay, that concludes our lesson on translating and reflecting items using a grid. You will have some practice in which we'll rotate, but we did that kind of with symmetry, so we'll take a look at those as well.